Hi viewers, welcome to the channel. This is Neela. In today's video, we will learn the most important concept of mathematics, that is factorization. So first we will see that why factorization is required, and then we will explore different methods of finding factorization. Okay, so let's begin our topic today, which is factorization. Now let's see first like why factorization is required. So let's say any equation is given to you. I'm taking the example of x square plus 5x plus 6. See, it helps us to solve the equation. If you find the factors of given equation, which are, see, factors are x plus 2 and x plus 3, then you can easily evaluate the value of x. It is minus 2 or minus 3. So factorization helps us to solve the equation, or you can say it helps us to find the value of unknown very easily. So this is the first and most important use of factorization. Now see one more use of factorization. Let's say two algebraic expressions are given to you and you need to divide them. So what is the method here? See, if you find factors of both these equations, see in the numerator you will get x plus 3 and x minus 3, and in the denominator after finding factors you will get x and x minus 3. Now if you see, you can easily cancel x minus 3 in the numerator and x minus 3 in the denominator. And finally, you will get the result as x plus 3 over x. So if you see, the factorization helps us to cancel the common terms. It helps in simplifying the fractions in algebra. Okay, so this is the one more use of factorization. Okay, first I'm taking common factor method to do the factorization. See, I'm taking the example of 3a plus 6. See, first thing is when to use common factor method. See, common factor method you use when each term has something common in them. If you see here, 3 is common in 3a and 6. Now, how to solve such question? You will find the factors of each term individually first. So what you will do, the first step is break each term into factors. So first let's take 3a. See, factors of 3a are 3 times a. You can write it as 3 times a. Now you take 6. How you can write 6? 6 can be written as 3 times 2. Okay, after making factors, what is the next step? Next step is you identify the common factor. And if you observe these two terms, 3 is common here. So what is the common factor here? See, common factor is 3 here. Okay, so what is the next step? Next step is you will take out this common factor. So if you write 3a plus 6 and you write 3 outside, what is left inside? It is 3 and then a and then plus a plus 2. How you do this? See, if you will take out 3 outside this thing, 3 if you take out, inside if you open this bracket, it will become 3a plus again you will multiply this 3 by 2, so it will become 6. So again you will get the same expression. So that is so you can just cross check it. It means you have taken 3 outside, it is the correct common which you have taken. Now after that, so what are the factors here? 3 and a plus 2 are the factors of the given expression. So this is how you solve by common factor method. Now let's solve one more expression by using common factor method. See, the question given to you is 10a square minus 15b square plus 20c square. So what you will do now? First, you will find the factors of each term independently. So 10a square, if you see 10a square, you can write it as, first find the factors of 10. So 10 you can write it as 2 times 5, and a square you can write it as a times a. So the factors of given expression is 5 times 2 times a times a. Okay, now you take the second term. Second term is 15b square. I'm not taking the sign here. I'm taking only 15b square. Write down 15b square. Now write the factors of 15 first. It is 5 times 3. Now write b square as b times b. Okay, so it's very simple. Now take the third term, 20c square. Write down 20c square. Now find the factors of 20 first. We know that it is 5 times 2 times 2. Now write the factors of c square. It is c times c. Now, after writing all the factors, after finding all the factors independently, now write them the way it is given above. And if you notice, while you always keep track of signs there. If it is minus here, then you will put minus sign here. It is plus here, so you will put plus sign here. Okay, after finding factors. Now, what is the next step? Next step is you will look for the common factor now. So, what is common here? If you look closely, 5 is common. So you will write 5 outside, and what will be left inside? In each term, if you see, if you take out this 5 outside, what you are left with 2a square. So you write 2a square here. In the second term, if I take out 5, what is left? Sign as it is, you will be left with 3b square. And in the last term, if you take out 5, you will be left with 2 times 2 times c times c. Right? So now you can solve the bracket which is inside. How you solve it? It is 5 outside and inside 2a square minus 3b square plus 4c square. Okay, so this is how we solve it by using common factors. So what are the factors of the given term? It is 5 and then 2a square minus 3b square plus 4c square are the factors of the given term. Now let's move to the second method, that is regrouping terms. See, when to use regrouping method? See, let's take an example. The example is 2xy plus 3 plus 2y plus 3x. Now if you see them, all of these terms, they don't have anything common in them. So that is why we can't use common factor method here. So that is so we are going to use regrouping method here. See, when there are more than three terms and they have nothing common in them, then we use regrouping method. Now the next step is you will start forming group of terms which have something common. Now if you see 2xy and 2y, they have 2y common, so you can form group of 2xy and 2y. Now what is left here? 3 and 3x, they both have 3 common in them. So second group you can form of 3 and 3x. So you just put bracket and form two groups here. So in the first group you have 2xy plus 2y. In the second group you have 3 plus 3x. Now what is the next step? Next step is you will find, now you will use common factor method. Now in the first term, if you see, if you take 2y outside, what will be left inside? X plus 1. And in the second group, if you take 3 outside, what is left inside? 1 plus x. So for your confirmation, you can always cross check. Like if you open this bracket, 2y will get multiplied by x, you will get 2y, 2xy only. And when you open it, 2y multiplied by 1 will give you 2y only. Okay, so 2y here, it means it is being multiplied by 1. Every term is multiplied by 1 only. In the second group also, 3 multiplied by 1 will give you 3 only. And if you multiply 3 and x, it will give you 3x only. So this is just to cross check that the terms which you have taken outside, they are correct or not. Okay, this is just for the confirmation. Now after that, if you see, it is 2y x plus 1 plus 3 again x plus 1. So in both these terms, x plus 1 is common. So you can again write x plus 1 outside and you will be left with 2y and 3. So x plus 1, 2y plus 3 are the factors of the given term. So here we can't use common factor method directly. So first regroup the terms and then use the common factor method. Now take one more example. Let's say you need to factorize ax plus bx minus ay minus by. Now if you see there are more than three terms and there is nothing which is common in all these four terms. So which method you will apply? You will apply regrouping method. So for regrouping, you will see which two terms have something common in them. So if you see ax and ay, they both have a common in them, and bx and by, they have b common in them. So you can form groups here. So you can form groups like ax minus ay plus bx minus by. Now what is the next step? Now you can use common factor method. In the first group, you will take a outside. So you will be left with x minus y inside the bracket. In the second term, if you take b outside, you will be left with x minus y in the second group. Now if you see here, x minus y and x minus y is common here, and again x minus y is here. So you can take x minus y outside. Okay, so if you write x minus y outside, you will be left with a plus b inside. So what are the factors of the given term? X minus y and a plus b are the factors of the given term. So we used here regrouping method. Now till now we have learned common factor method and regrouping. Now let's move to the next method, that is by using identity. See, the expression would be given to you and then you will see which identity out of these three you can use there. Okay, so we will learn that thing by taking few examples. Okay. Let's say you need to find the factors of x square minus 25. Now you will see that which identity to apply here. Now if you see, the first term is in the form of square and there are only two terms given to you. And 25 you can write it as 5 square. It means you can directly use the identity a square minus b square. That will give you a minus b and a plus b. So what is your a here? Your a is x and what is your b? B is 5. So you will directly apply the identity here. You will write x square minus 25 as x square minus 5 square. And now you will directly write the answer as a minus b and a plus b. So it is x minus 5 and x plus 5. So what are the factors of the given equation? It is x minus 5 and x plus 5 are the factors of the given term. Now let's take one more example. Let's say you need to factorize x squared minus 3. Now we know that there are only two terms and the first term is in the square form. Now how to convert the second term into the form of square? Now here we know that 3 is a square of no natural number. So if you recall your square roots, we know that root 3 times root 3 will give you 3 only. Or you can say when you find the square of square root 3, you will get 3 only. So here you can use the identity a square minus b square. Okay, so again, what is your a here? Your a is x, and what is your b here? B is root 3. Now again rewrite x square minus 3. Now write 3 in the form of a square. So you can same way you can again write x square minus root 3 whole square. Now you can directly apply the identity which is a minus b, a plus b. A is your x, b is your root 3. So your answer is x minus root 3 and x plus root 3. So these two are the factors of x square minus 3. Now let's solve one more question. See here the question is x4 minus 16. Again there are only two terms. Now you will see how to convert this into a square minus b square form. See 16 we know that can be written as 4 square because 4 times 4 will give you 16. Now how to convert x4 into square form? See x4 can be written as x square whole square. Now the both terms you have converted them into the square form. Now you can easily use the identity a square minus b square. What is your a here? Your a is x square and what is your b? B is 4. Now we will rewrite it. So x4 minus 16 can be written as x square whole square and 16 you can write it as 4 square. Now apply the identity a minus b, a plus b. So if you apply the identity, it will become x square minus 4 and x square plus 4. See, one way is that you can leave it here. You can leave your answer here. But if you see closely, you can further solve this. X square minus 4 can be solved further. See, x square minus 4, you can again write it as x square minus 2 square. Okay, so x square minus 2 square, again you can apply the identity a square minus b square. Okay, so you can further solve it. So x4 minus 4, x square minus 4 can be written as x square minus 2 square. And the second term x square plus 4 will remain as it is. Now apply the identity. What is your a here? A is x and b is 2. So x square minus 2 square can be written as x minus 2 x plus 2. And the third term x square plus 4 will remain as it is. So what are the factors of the given term? X minus 2, x plus 2, x square plus 4 are the factors of the given term. Now let's try one more question. See, it is 121b square minus 88bc plus 16c square. Now, if you observe this pattern carefully, there are more than two terms first of all. And the first term is the square of b. And in the last term, you have c square. And if you observe middle term, it is the product of b and c. So if you recall the identity, which is very commonly used, it is a minus b whole square. And if you see this identity, see the first term is the square of a in this. See, look at the identity. See, first term is square of a, last term is square of b, and the middle term is minus 2 and then a and b. So what we are going to do, we are going to convert this expression into this identity. And we will see whether we can use this identity or not. Okay, so first term is 121b square. See, 121b square can be written as 11b whole square because 11 times 11 will give you 121 only and b square will give you b square only. Now the last term is 16c square. See, 16 can be written as 4 whole square and c square is c whole square. So whole term you can write it as 4c whole square. Now the question is how to write the middle term is minus 2ab form. See, it can be written as minus 2 and then first term is 11b and the last term is 4c. So when you write it as minus 2 times 11b times 4c, if you open it, you will get minus 88bc only, which is the middle term. So this thing is clear that now we can use the given identity because you can convert this identity in the form of a square minus 2ab plus b square. So write it down. So you will write 11b whole square minus 88bc and the last term as 4c whole square. Now convert the middle term also. Middle term can be written as minus 2 times 11 times 4 times bc plus 4c square. It means you can use the identity and it can be written as a minus b whole square. Your a is 11b and your b is 4c. So the whole identity you can write it as 11b minus 4c whole square. Now let's see the middle term splitting method and when to use it. See, let's say equation given to you is x square plus 5x plus 6. See, the equation has to be quadratic when you're using middle term splitting. Quadratic means the highest power of x is 2 and it is in this form ax square plus bx plus c. And if you see the given equation x square plus 5x plus 6 is quadratic and it is given in the same form. Now what you will do in the middle splitting term, you will split the middle term only. So where is the middle term? Middle term is 5x. So you will split it into two parts. How to split it? See, if you see x square will remain as it is, 6 will remain as it is. Only 5x you will split. Now how you split it? You will assume two numbers, a and b, such that when you multiply those two numbers, you should get 6. Why I'm saying 6? See, if you see, where is 6? The constant in this equation is 6. In the given equation ax square plus bx plus 6, the constant is 6. So when you take two number a and b, the product has to be this 6 multiplied by coefficient of x square. See, x square has coefficient 1. So it means 6 multiplied by 1. So two number a and b such that when you multiply by them, you should get 6 here. And what is 6? 6 is your constant multiplied by coefficient of x square, which is 1. Okay, so 6 times 1 will give you 6 only. Now, and A and B has to be such that when you add them, when you take the sum of A and B, it should be 5. And what is 5 here? 5 is the coefficient of middle term. So what is the coefficient of x here? It is 5 only. So when you take A and B, the sum has to be 5. Here it is. Okay, so coefficient of middle term is 5. So the sum of A and B has to be 5. So now think of two number whose product will give you 6. And when you add them, it should give you 5. So that it is quite simple. These two terms are 3 and 2. Because when you multiply 3 and 2, you will get 6. And when you add 3 and 2, you will get 5. Okay, so your A is 3 and your B is 2. So 3 times 2 will give you 6. So it is satisfying the first condition. And when you add 3 and 2, it will give you 5. So and it is satisfying the second condition. Now after that, you will fill those blanks. So it is written as x square plus 3x plus 2x plus 6. So 5x is splitted into two parts, x square plus 3x plus 2x plus 6. Now you can use the common factor method. In first two terms, if you take x outside, inside you will be left with x plus 3. And in the second part, if you see 2 is common. So if you take 2 outside, you are left with x plus 3. Now x plus 3 is common in both. You take it outside, you will be left with x plus 2. So what are the factors here? X plus 3 and x plus 2 are the factors, which is of the form x plus a, x plus b. Okay. So the two factors are x plus 3 and x plus 2 by using middle term splitting. Now let's take one more example. See, the given question is factorize 10m square minus 19m plus 6. Now which method to use here? Now if you see the given equation is quadratic, it means you can use the middle term splitting method. Now what is middle term here? If you see middle term is minus 19m. So what we are going to do, we are going to split this into two parts. How we split it? See, you will consider two numbers a and b such that when you multiply them or when you take the product of those two numbers, you should get 60. See, how to take 60 here? See, look at the question again. What is what is the constant term? Constant term is 6. And now look at the first term. What is the coefficient of m square? It is 10. So when you take the product of 10 and 6, what you get? 60. So that 60 you will consider here. It means you will take two numbers a and b such that the product of those two numbers is 60. And it should satisfy one more condition. What is the condition? Condition is that when you take the sum of those two numbers a and b, you should get minus 19. And where is minus 19? If you look at the question again, it is the middle term. Middle term is nothing but the coefficient of m is minus 19. So when you take the sum of a and b, you should get minus 19. Okay, now can you think those two numbers? See, if you practice such question, you can easily find that if you take A as minus 15 and B as minus 4, if you take the product of minus 15 and minus 4, you will get 60. Okay, so it satisfies the first condition. And when you take the sum of minus 15 and minus 4, you will get minus 19 only. So these two numbers are satisfying both the conditions. So what you can do now, you can write your equation as 10m square minus 15m minus 4m plus 6. Okay, now after writing in this form, now you can regroup it. If you look at the first two terms, 10m square and minus 15m, see in this 5m is common. So you can make a group here. So make a group of 10m square minus 15m, and in the next part, if you see it is minus 4m plus 6. So if you take minus sign outside, see this thing is very important. See, I have grouped these two terms. This I have taken like this, but when you are grouping these two terms and there is a negative sign outside, which is here, then you will reverse the sign inside. So 4m, which is negative now, it will become positive, and plus 6 will become minus now. Okay, so whenever you are putting a negative sign outside bracket, just reverse the sign which are inside. Now solve it. Now for the first term, if you see, if you take 5m outside, you will be left with 2m minus 3. And in the second term, 4m minus 6, 2 is common. So if you take 2 outside, you will be left with 2m minus 3 inside. Now 2m minus 3 and 2m minus 3 is common here. See, again you see, there are two terms, 5m, 2m minus 3, minus 2, 2m minus 3, and 2m minus 3 is common in both of them, right? So you can take it outside now. So when you take it outside, inside you will get 5m minus 2. Okay, so what are the factors of the given term? These are 5m minus 2 and 2m minus 3. So today we covered 4 methods of factorization. Few questions I have listed here which you can practice at home. See, confidence comes from practice only. So keep practicing more and more. And if this video helped you, please do like, subscribe, and share for more challenging questions in mathematics. Thank you for watching.